Test, test, test. What's up, fam? Coming to you from Buc-ee's in just outside of Birmingham. I've never been to Buc-ee's before. I told you guys I go. I'm gonna put some footage of Buc-ee's. I got sliced brisket. I got some sweet and spicy jerky. I got some Buc-ee dark chocolate espresso beans and a water. All right, 9 Buc-ee's. Look, let's review this brisket real quick because I've heard that their sandwiches are pretty good. It's nice and hot, I will say that. I was kind of wondering if there'd be enough barbecue sauce. Oh yeah, there's plenty. All right, let's see how this goes. Yeah. That's good. I'm also starving because I played golf today in Gadsden, Alabama. RTJ Silver Links, or Silver Lake. Have you been there? Let's try to get another bite in here. Okay. Yeah, it's good. All right. I'm gonna try the jerky too real quick. And then we'll, I wanna talk about some things in the transfer portal and Ty Simpson. So let's try the jerky out. So this is sweet and spicy. There's a Bass Pro Shop just right out here. I don't really taste much. It's chewy. It's gonna be like a, I don't think this is that good, to be honest. Maybe like a 4 out of 10. This sandwich is good. I'm gonna actually have one more bite. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Jerky, not so much. Live view of Buc-ee's. If you've been here, how would you describe it? They have everything. They have like the jerky wall. They have like merchandise. I put on a cowboy hat. It was funny. They have like little kitschy items. I don't know, kind of Walmart meets, I don't know, like a Cracker Barrel or something like that. I don't know. Let's try one more thing and then we'll get to the topic. How would you describe it, this place? By the way, yo, that I played Heartbreaker and Backbreaker today here in at Silver Lakes. 12 courses. These are good. These are a recommendation. Dark chocolate espresso beans. Love it. Okay. There's something that I've been thinking about for a while now. It's like the last couple of days about Ty Simpson. And it was Clint Lamb, who does Crimson Cover, does really great stuff, who brought it up. And I've been thinking about this. So he said that Ty Simpson is 22 years old and that Austin Mack just turned 18 or is 18, and then Keelan Russell's about to be 18 on April 24th. So happy early birthday, Keelan Russell. Man, I was like, man, I didn't realize that Ty Simpson was already 22 years old. Look, there's a big difference in maturity from somebody who's 22 to 18 to 17. And not to say that Austin Mack isn't mature or anything like that, because, you know, the coach has been very complimentary of each of the quarterbacks, but I think that's an added benefit to Alabama. Another reason that we should get behind Ty Simpson. And I know there's going to be people inside the comment box back. You don't like this guy. No, that's not true. I want the best guy to play, period, okay? And if that is Ty Simpson, then let's roll with Ty Simpson, okay? He's been here for a while, and I think it's refreshing that a guy like that, how many times, and I asked this on my, I think on my Friday show, how many times have we seen Ty Simpson play the entitlement card? Seriously. Once, twice, 0. And you know what Coach Ryan Grubb, the offensive coordinator, said why he earned that job? He said this. He earned it based off his spring play, because I honestly feel that the quarterback started as a clean slate with Ryan Grubb. Don't you? I feel that Ryan Grubb really gave each of these guys an opportunity to earn the job during the spring football window. And I think in the end, it was Ty Simpson. Now look, we're a long way from Florida State. By the way, thoughts and prayers to the people that were impacted by the horrific shooting at Florida State University. I know they just had a memorial. I've been to Tallahassee, great city. I have friends there, a business partner or a former business partner that lives there. So, thoughts and prayers, to those that were impacted. But I feel that that's another added benefit for Alabama. I like to do some research, and, if you're out there and you don't have anything else to do, who are the oldest quarterbacks by age coming back to the college football season? I think it's an added benefit. We love Ty Simpson's live arm. We like his ability to move around the pocket. One of my favorite plays, and I talk about this openly, is the play that he had against Mercer where he chopped his feet, threw it downfield to Josh Cuevas. It was tight, right? One of my favorite plays. But Alabama has a really good quarterback room. I also, look, there's been 3, 4, 5 days in the transfer portal and no players have left. I think that is such a telling sign about the culture within the Alabama locker room and the coaching staff, right? Coach Kane Womack recently spoke about buy-in. I love that. The guys are bought in. And I think last year being the first year with a new coach, it was probably tough for there to be a full takeover from the coaching staff. And now you're starting to hear the transfers going into their second year be more like the leaders. And I think you're hearing some really good synergy from that locker room. I do feel that Alabama will go into the transfer portal and maybe bring 1 or 2 guys, 3, I don't know. I don't know what the number is, but they will go and actively bring guys in that will contribute. The difference from last year to this year is that Coach Kalen DeBoer has one hell of a recruiting class. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good would you assess that recruiting class from 2025? Maybe a 9. I know you got to see how the guys actually perform on the field, but in spring football, there's a lot of guys that have certainly stood out, right? Dejon Lee, Lazier Brooks, Keelan Russell, A.K. Deere, Jackson Lloyd, Michael Carroll, Ivan Taylor, Abdul Sanders. I mean, we could go on and on about, the positive things that we heard about those particular players. Coach Kalen DeBoer didn't have that luxury last year because that wasn't his recruiting class. The only guys that he brought in was Ryan Williams and Noah Carter, 2 ballers, right? So anyways, I'm driving back home, Tuscaloosa. I wanted to come to Buc-ee's. I know it switched around because of the camera format. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys. I hope that you have a blessed weekend. And I hope you have a beautiful Easter Sunday with your family. If you're sitting down at the table and you have that opportunity to break bread with your family on Easter or any type of holidays, don't take that for granted. That is a beautiful thing. And probably, honestly, one of the best things about life is just sitting around the table and breaking bread, right? And you get to visit with, the young kids, the elders, grandma cooking up something, talk with your grandfather. Don't take those times for granted. I appreciate you guys. Be safe. Stay where your feet are at. And I will catch up with you on Monday live at 10 a.m. Coming to you from the Buc-ee's outside of Birmingham, Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. See you, fam.